Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I'm your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human asteroid. He's a human fighter from an asteroid near Bral. He's a human
Well,
asteroid. What?
I never thought you were that big.
Oh, that's one hell of a wild
Sorry.
search.
I'm sorry. Oh,
That's amazing.
that's a beautiful way to start the game.
I'm Levalithana. I'm trying to get him back into human shape, normal human shape. I'm an elven wild mage.
I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Bral, who's currently suspicious because Lafdul is so stealthy I can't even see him in Roll20.
Oh. Hello, everyone. I'm Sailing Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hey there, I'm Zakat. I play Lafdul Moonglade, a elven specialty priest and occasionally a thief. He's a multi-class and he's from Realm Space, and his gimmick is coming out with fun titles every week. So his current title is the Leisurely Loafing Lilliputian Locator. Yeah, I said that one wrong. It's basically another word for
Lilliputian?
small. Yeah,
Okay.
another word for small.
Lilliputian, got it.
Sam roll 20. People can look now. I'll put it in Twitch as well.
Alright, before we get in, viewers who wish to give the player or Dungeon Master of their choice some bonuses in the game, 500 bits will get the player or Dungeon Master of your choice a reroll. Currently, Braxon has 3, Finn has 2, Ockar has 2, Lafdul has 2, and Ebha has 3. And I, the Dungeon Master, only have 12.
Am I allowed to spend a reroll to go up from size A asteroid to size B asteroid?
No. That's not how the rerolls work. Sorry, it's just the rules of the game that I make up. So we left off last time. The party had found the asteroid hideout of Maritzo, the seemingly immortal child who seems to have something against you all. Might have something to do with all the things he did before when he was acting evil. But, you know, I mean, it's little things. Most of the party got out of the asteroid successfully after filling it with water. But one member of the party, Ebha, got shunted to the astral plane upon trying to dimension door out. And that is where we're going to pick it up. Ebha, you see before you a formless silver void. It's just like silver light as far as the eye can see, but not so bright that it's like blinding. It's just bright and silver. And you see absolutely nothing in any direction.
Oof. Does she know where she ended up with?
Yeah, you would know that that is a consequence of the spell that you got shunted to the astral plane. So you would be aware that you're on the astral plane. It would be kind of like a, so this is the astral plane, since you've never been there before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The things that you do know about the astral plane is that it is kind of between the prime material plane and the outer planes. It is said to be a realm of the mind, and that there are things called color pools that can take you elsewhere. And that's basically all you know. That's just things that you've picked up through, you know, notes and spell books and reading in other materials that you've come across.
She does know that her robe allows her to go to the astral plane, right? Yes, enables it to her to travel physically on the astral plane. That would sort of imply that she can travel back as well.
Do you want to
Does
try
she actually know how to? Yeah, first the question: does she know how to move? Is it just move, put the foot in front of each other, or is it in a different way? Is it taking a point in the horizon and saying, "I want to go there"?
Well, you're not feeling any gravity, and you're not standing on anything.
Okay. So she's trying to. Well, would she even notice if she moves?
There would be a sensation of moving.
So she tries to move around in a circle for a bit. Does it work? Does she see anything else?
You find yourself really struggling, swinging your arms, moving your legs, and it does not seem to be getting you much of anywhere. It does move you a little bit, but not very fast.
If she concentrates on going forward, what happens then?
Now you do start moving.
So it's the concentration that makes it.
Yes.
Is there change when she moves forward?
You can feel a sensation of moving, but you're not like seeing objects come into view or anything like that.
There's nothing there. So she knows about the pools. Does she see anything in the anywhere?
Nope.
No pools around. So she checks her own robe. Has anything changed with the robe?
It doesn't look any different.
Okay. So she's going to try different things to get the robe to return her.
Well, you would be aware somewhat that getting, not that you've done it, but to get to the astral plane, it would be a silent act of will, concentrating on like, mentally invoking the robe to take you to the astral plane.
So she's trying to do the contrary now. She's trying to will the robe to take her back to the normal plane, to the physical plane.
It does not. You stay where you are.
Is it a robe with a hoodie?
If it says that it has a hood, then that would be in the description. I don't remember.
And well, it doesn't actually. Midnight blue robe covered in small red stars. Blah 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 blah.
If it does not say it has a hood, then it does not have a hood.
Well, if she doesn't see it, she might as well sit down and study her robe to see whether she can get it to actually do something with her.
Alright, so you're just going to stay in place and think about the robe kind of thing? Try to get it to activate in other ways?
For a little while.
Okay.
I mean, she knows how to study, so she can study the robe. Does she notice anything?
It doesn't look any different.
Does it feel any different?
No. Feels like it always has.
All right, so she starts to move around, since nothing seems to work. So she concentrates on moving around. But also, I mean, if things are done with concentration, she concentrates on going towards one of the pools.
Okay. You find yourself moving along. There's no breeze. There's just like a sensation of moving. And the Silver Void itself doesn't actually like change in appearance. But there is this kind of like intuitive understanding that you are moving.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see something. Okay. How long do you actually want to try and do that?
She will want to go in a if that's at all possible, in a sort of a spiral. She doesn't just want to go straight forward.
Since you have no reference point, you have no real ability to know when you're really going in a spiral or straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll have a sensation of moving.
That's all. I reckon she will probably, for the moment, she will start with what she thinks is going to be about half an hour.
Okay. Okay.
And then she'll try and use the robe again if she hasn't encountered anything.
All right. So you begin to zip along for half an hour. It is not exactly easy to keep track of time since there is not anything like happening or whatever. But after less than a half an hour, like before you had planned to stop, you do see something come into view. It is not particularly large as far as you can tell. It seems like just a rock, and as you approach it, it is indeed just a rock floating there, boulder-sized, foot or two in diameter, just floating there.
A rock that floats. So she inspects it quite closely.
It seems like just a rock.
When she touches it,
It
can
does
she
move
touch
slightly.
it?
Like you could push it, kind of thing. Like it's not it doesn't feel like an immovable object in space, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like if you
How does
wanted
it?
to, you're pretty sure that you could carry it along with you.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. So you get a hold of this this large boulder,
How large?
1.5 feet in diameter, give or take. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to hold it with both hands, but um, it doesn't feel light. It feels like all of its weight, but you don't have any trouble carrying it.
She's a bit puzzled. After half an hour or so, she actually sits down again and she checks with her robe. This time she concentrates very hard on the robe and getting it to take her back.
Conveniently enough, this rock will make a nice seat for you.
Ah, that's good.
Okay, so you sit on the rock and concentrate on the robe, but try to get it to return you to the prime material plane.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
As a question, when we went to the asteroid, how long did we spend there? Is it evening now, or?
It was afternoon when you went in, and you were only in there for maybe an hour, give or take. So
Still
you would say
afternoon.
it's still not evening yet.
All right. So she will try something. She will cast Nahal's Reckless Steward in the hope of getting the spell Locate Portal.
You would understand that Locate Portal would only work on Crystal Sphere portals.
Oh.
And Anghammarand has given you another reroll.
Oh, thank you very much. I think Clever can use it today.
Okay. Give me a second.
There's not much he can, in terms of spells, etc. There's not much he can do.
I mean, that's something to think about, like different uses for your spells. Like you could try Nahal's Reckless Duomer for something else that you know. If there's anything you can think of.
Not at the moment, I can't.
Okay. Well, while this is going on, so a half an hour has passed, and I know that Solas is not with you guys, and hopefully any ideas that he might have had won't be contingent on what you might be trying to do. But those of you out on the prime material plane, Solas did have astral awareness up, so he would have been able to indicate to you that something accessed the astral plane, and given what you knew Leva was going to try to do, i.e. dimension door out, he would be able to tell you that he's pretty sure that was her getting shunted to the astral plane.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
fun.
Yeah, I mean, Braxon will be saying, how do we get her out of the astral plane then if she's gone there? Can we follow her?
We need to get a key for a plane shift for at least the priests among us. And that takes time to research or find someone that already has a key and ask to borrow it. But you'd also need one for the prime material plane. Either that or ask a wizard if they've got a different spell. I don't know how wizards work.
Well, there is the pre-spell Astral Spell. I don't know if any of you would have that.
Astral's 7th level, though. Yeah, but yeah,
well, I meant
Solas,
like on a
regular
scroll,
clerics. Too. Oh no, I've only got plane shift.
What about is it Sumfoon who's a priest?
He's not high enough level, and he does not have a scroll that does anything like that.
He has access to 4th level spells at most. Solas does have plane shift, but he has no key, so it's moot in a way. And mine is only a scroll, and that'll be one way without a. I mean, I do have a scroll with sending on it, and I could send to her, but I'd rather save it for something. A plan of action or advice, because obviously I can't cast the spell. This is a one-use thing unless Solas were to learn it, because he's the only wizard amongst us.
Right, and he would probably not have access to Leva's spellbooks.
Yeah.
Leva, your spellbooks are in your bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
How does a bag of holding work in the astral? Would she even be aware of it?
She hasn't tried to access it yet, so.
But would she be aware?
That's not something that you would know. So, when we go back to her, she can try accessing her bag of holding. She hasn't yet, and even if she had, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
What the effects of that are.
Okay, is it worth us?
Lafdul panics for a moment. And he's like, "Oh no, she's got my amulet and my ring. Damn it!"
I think you would
selfish,
I think
but
you as a group would be getting out of the foul air, the deadly air envelope of the asteroid, just to be on the safe side.
We'd have to get back to our ship. Yeah.
Yeah, we're ethereally traveling, or are we just going to the surface waiting for our thing?
I think you just went to the surface and waited for the ship.
Did Leva pre-send a message? User sending to tell them to come to us. Then they had a scroll with like air sphere or something on.
Okay, she said she did, so yeah. They'd be coming down to pick you up.
Yeah, so we'd have to go back to our proper ship. Yeah, so Braxon would ask the others if it's worth us using the item we have on the ship to point towards someone. Like,
It won't work in a
would
different
would.
plane.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it would work.
I'm just
If our
wondering
ship was there, then it probably would work. But it's getting our ship to the astral plane.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I don't know how the astral plane works, so I'm just wondering if Lever would be drifting.
She's got that robe. She said, I think we knew that it allowed her to survive in the astral. But she's got limited food and water. She's not a cleric. She can't make any food and water.
But if she wants to come back to material plane, we need to be where she is, don't we?
Depends on the magic. She can choose the point, but usually it would be where you return to where you entered from, I guess, if you cast in the same place.
Yeah,
but if
she
she's
goes back
travelled
to where she
around,
was,
God knows where she'll turn up.
if she goes back where she was, we've got to wait at the asteroid because she drowned.
I mean, she's got teleport. She could get back to Bral or any means if she finds herself out, and I'm sure she's smart enough to realise that she might have to think of a few contingencies. I have faith in her ability.
So if you've got a message, to send a message to her. You can ask her whether she's able to get back to Bral or whether she needs assistance. Maybe.
Well, I think he Lafdul kind of indicated that he would want to have either a plan or some ideas to send to him first, because he only has that one.
Yeah, and if Solas can't have access to learn it, then it's going to put us in a dire strait.
Oh, that's a scroll.
Yeah. I've got a wizard scroll. Being a rogue, I can use it. But
yeah, that's not good.
I think Levo was the only one of us that knew how to cast Sending itself.
Yeah, it's a spell that's, well, useful on more than one person, but, here nor there. When
Does anyone have spells to talk to extra-dimensional creatures that might work? Because maybe Lever currently counts as an extra-dimensional creature.
Contact of the plane, but that's a wizard spell. I don't have access to that. I don't know if Solas does, but Solas and I actually. Yeah. You mean only works with my god or my pantheon?
Mm.
I'm not nearly powerful enough to do it to really help.
I don't have access to the astral sphere, which is the only, well, actually no, gate, I think, allows you to plan a travel. I'm not sure.
Gate usually brings something to you.
Can you still go through the gate?
I would have to go look.
Because that's an all sphere spell, I think. I think all priests get access to it. Well, the ones that have access to all. Oh, it's here nor there anyway. I don't have a scroll. We used the last one, so that I had.
Mm. Okay.
It's a shame I cast my idea spell, because now I would really use a hint.
Do we know of anyone back on Bral that could gate Lever to Bral in one of the temples?
Gate is one of those really powerful spells, right?
I mean, there's probably a better version. Well, I don't know how the wizards work. I mean, I imagine they've got their own method of getting planar. I've just mentioned the priest ones.
Yeah.
So there is a first level astral spell, Speak with Astral Traveler. I haven't looked at that. Solas would be aware of it, because he's a cleric, so he would have access to that. He obviously did not memorize it, so that is not something that he would have access to right now, but he would be able to indicate that he could do that. Like after a rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so right, so I think we need to make a decision pretty much now. Do we keep our ship here because we think Leva has to come back to here and we have to rescue her here, or can we go back to Bral and seek out people that can help us bring her back to Bral from the astral plane?
Well, if she manages to get back here, then...
Yes, if she pops into open wild space, she's going to be in trouble.
Well, she's got my ring that can sustain her for a while, but I don't think that would last a day.
All right, sorry, I just checked something. Speak with Astral Traveler would not be helpful here.
Oh, okay.
You touch it to someone who's astrally projecting, and that is not Leva.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just looking at my scrolls. I can't really do much.
Now, there are some other, like, lower-level astral spells that might be of benefit, but you would definitely have to get back to Bral and find a priest who has one of those.
Well, not common astral spell.
It's a long shot, but Braxon's gonna, when we get back to the ship, Braxon's gonna go to Glau and say, "This is probably a stupid question, but are your eyes good enough to see into the astral plane?"
Oh, no. Not at all.
Okay. Thank you.
I mean, someone back on Bral would be able to help you, almost certainly.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
Welcome aboard.
Well, it's good timing. They were just talking about what they might be able to do with Leva trapped in the astral plane. If you had any ideas.
Solas thinks he might consult the Wizards Mages Guild about it.
I have to ask Solas, what's the wizard's equivalent of teleporting between dimensions? I know wizards can do it. I mean, I know out of game, but I'm asking in game.
I think there is few spells about traveling between planes.
Her teleport doesn't allow her to do it, right?
Teleport does not allow you to
teleport.
travel between planes, no.
Yeah,
Well, that was an
teleport
in-game question, so...
Oh, sorry.
Teleport is only for the same plane.
Is there a better version?
There's different spells.
None in our spellbook, I assume. Spellbooks.
I'm not an expert about it at the moment, so...
What about these?
You don't... Go on, Braxon, I'll say after.
No, you go first.
You don't know the sending spell, do you?
No.
I have it on a scroll, and it's kind of like, it's like a last resort. If we need to give her information or find out information, but I'd rather have a plan rather than just to use it, and obviously it'd be better for you to try to cast it than me, since you are a wizard. Unless you plan on, well, it would take multiple weeks to learn that, so... And if you don't have access to a spell, but you can't learn it readily. You were saying it's like I got a plane shift, but I presume you would know the spell, but we don't have keys, so we can't exactly... I mean, if we could borrow keys for a day, there and back, then yeah, you know.
What about these spells some spellcasters have, and I don't know if any of you have it, that summon creatures from other places. Has anyone got the ability to summon creatures from the astral plane?
I don't think it would work on a person, or at least not the conventional ones. You're like a wish or something might do it, but
a wish would definitely do it. In terms of summoning, like you could research a new version of a monster summoning spell to summon a specific type of creature. Like monster summoning 1 can summon kobolds. If you wanted to make sure that you always got kobolds, you could research a new version of that. But you'd be looking more at a brand new conjuration summoning spell to summon a specific person.
Yeah. So we won't have time to do that.
Right.
And I think that spell already exists as Gate.
Gate wouldn't work on a prime material person.
But it's only up around that level.
Not necessarily.
He was next to something that was being gated. If we had a way of communicating with her, yeah, I'm next to so and so. If you try to summon him, a gate should appear, and I can go through the gate. In theory, presuming other people can just go through the barrier, the gate. That's a lot of presumptions.
Well, anyone think we can do stuff here, or should we head back?
I don't think we can.
I think we need to go back to Bral and talk to an expert.
I mean, if she finds herself back on the prime material plane, then she's got my ring. She can survive without air for a while, but
yeah,
that should hopefully allow her to get to a, I want to say, hospitable location. I mean, technically, that area full of like water, as long as she keeps recasting water breathing, she'll live. Although trying to memorize spells and access your spell books in water would not be fun.
No. Very unfun.
And when you open up your pocket dimension, all the water would just start flooding into it and probably burst it. Unless she got to the ceiling. And only draw in a little bit of water. Speaking of, we still got water breathing on us, or... I think Solas cast it from a scroll, and I think the time is divided up by the amount of people it's cast on.
Was that on the group, or was that just on Leva?
It was just on Leva.
Yeah. Oh, so it's 24 hours, isn't it?
I didn't hear anyone objecting against going back to Bral. Finn, are you okay?
It's an hour 11.
Don't know that there's anything we can do ourselves here, so it's the only place we're going to get help.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure there was nobody that I was like not listening to. All right, we'll give the order to go back to Bral, and we'll see what research we can do with any books in the library on people stuck in the astral plane. I don't know if there's any books in the library that have stuff on that, but if we all went to the library, everyone would read, we could help look for things.
Well, in terms of immediate need, you'd probably have better luck speaking to powerful spellcasters.
Yeah.
Okay, so you begin to set course to get back to Bral. All right, so we'll go back to Leva. You have been sitting on this rock that you carried with you, trying to get the robe to do anything at all to get you back to the prime material plane, and it continues to do nothing at all.
Crumble.
Give me a spellcraft check.
Moment.
Okay. All right. So, what do you want to? Yeah, you don't learn anything. That's fine. I'm gonna bring the group back to Bral, by the way, just so that the Bral map. All right, so after getting the robe to not do anything for a little while, what do you want to do now?
She would move around. Move. Well, actually, she would get blah, 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 blah. She would have a much closer look at the rock.
It's a
To see
perfectly
whether
ordinary
it's
rock.
Totally ordinary.
Mm-hmm. It's just a boulder.
Mm-hmm. So she would keep on moving.
Carrying the rock with you?
Yes. It was very comfortable to sit on. Much better than to sit on the floor.
Well, there is no floor here.
Still, if you sit, you don't sit in the air, do you?
There's no gravity.
You just...
You could cross your legs and just float there.
It's peace of mind. No. She'll take the rock with her. It's for peace of mind.
It's your pet rock now. Okay.
Yes.
So you what do you want to do? Just like try to again.
She does concentrate on trying to get to one of those pools.
Okay.
She thinks that might be I reckon she knows enough to know that those pools actually they transported to other places, correct?
Right,
To
I did tell you that.
Physical plane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know exactly how they work or anything like that. You just know that there are things called color pools that can get you to other places.
All right, she's going to search for one of those.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Do you want to continue traveling until you find one?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
She will also try to, even though you say it doesn't really matter, she will try to change directions from time to time.
Okay.
So she doesn't just go straight ahead.
All right. Yeah.
Is there an indication of speed? How fast? How slow?
Without any kind of reference, no. If you wanted to leave the rock and like move away from it, you might be able to figure that out.
She'll do that if she finds a second one.
Okay.
For the moment, she has a pet rock. That's good.
Okay. So you travel for a while, and you said that you want to keep going until you either find something else or you get to one of these color pools, correct?
Correct.
Okay. In that case, you are traveling for a while, and we will see what happens. Like, some hours are going to pass before anything happens at this point. So, back on the Prime Material Plane, is there anything anyone wants to do on the trip back? It is about 7 hours to get back to Bral.
Braxon wants to see if anyone needs to go to sleep to get spells back and stuff. He'll pull a shift. I can't remember what time of the day we went out there and everything. But like if we need to sleep on the way back in order to get back in phase with a new day on Bral, Braxon had asked Ockar if we could take double, share the blanket so that we can get 4 hours each and let other people sleep.
It was the pillow.
Sorry, pillow. Well,
blanket's the temperature.
Okay, fair enough. I tend to use the two together.
Yeah, if it's just easier, it doesn't get lost that way.
Right, but if it ever became necessary to, like...
separate the two.
Yeah, like you might have 5 people who can control their own temperatures and one who can't, and then they would get the blanket if you were like in an Arctic area. But someone else might want the pillow in that case.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Oh.
Yes?
I've only just thought of this. Hang on. Let me just double check the spell. I did have truce. This is maybe a retcon. I don't know. But obviously, things have happened, so I've only just thought about it because I've only just remembered. But I've got true seeing, and it says it allows you to focus on adjacent planes, bordering areas of adjacent planes. Well, that would only tell me that she's there. Solas has suddenly confirmed it, and that would only allow me to see her. So, I don't think it would actually be of any benefit.
Yeah,
Thinking
and
about
that's
it.
the astral doesn't border the way that the ethereal does.
Yeah, it's whatever the prime is bordering, I guess.
Well, but it's not just bordering. Like if you were on the first layer of the abyss, it wouldn't let you see into the first level of pandemonium, even though they border, because they don't overlap. The ethereal overlaps.
Yes, the shadow plane would also, or demi-plane of dread, or what? No, what's it called? In 2E?
The demi-plane of shadow.
Is that? Oh, alright, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that wouldn't really do much with regards to the astral plane. True seeing.
Yeah. Alright. I was just looking at my spells I had memorized when I was changing them, so.
Okay.
I would see if I can get advice, or if my deity is willing to help, or at least point in a direction. I mean, I would obviously mention I have my Scarola, but that's a one-way trip. I'm just seeing if you'll give me a hint.
Okay. You're gonna pray?
Sure.
Alright, let's see, what do we get?
Sorry, I only rolled a 1 last time. I'm not going to get a 1 again, but you know.
You do not get anything special in return.
Yeah.
Solas is going through the library during way back, trying to find something about this so that when he goes to the Mage Guild, he has better idea how to ask for help.
I don't think that that is going to give you anything more than what you already are aware. The things that I mentioned.
Well, it's a roleplay thing that he's going through them.
How long are you going to do it? 'Cause you're not going to get your spells when you get back.
Then I will have to be without those spells.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you don't learn anything in particular from your library on the way back. And anything anyone else wants to be focusing on?
I'm sleeping.
On the way back.
Yeah.
On the way back, while Braxon was awake, he would be helping look through library books if Solas is looking through library books.
Okay.
Finn will probably be
Obviously.
sleeping to get his spells back.
Okay.
Yeah, and Braxton would have asked everyone what they wanted prepared in the morning, so that we can try and shave a bit of time off things.
All right.
Like if people know roughly when they want to be woken up, whether they want food brought to them and that sort of stuff.
Okay. All right. So
He probably wouldn't normally be doing that, but we're down on crew, so
yeah.
you know.
All right. So the ship will get back after about 7 hours. Not a whole lot that you will have found in the library that you didn't already know about.
Question.
Mhm.
Are we going to dock because our tracking device is currently up? And I think that was one of the points, is that we might have to leave our ship out in space. Otherwise, we're paying another 500 gold piece gem.
Well, we'll have to pay for coming in on a little ship anyway.
Yeah, I know, but that would also mean we're leaving our hirelings here.
Right, but unless you like you can't take the ship in close enough to the city of Bral itself to allow the tracking device to target him in Bral.
It was whether or not
Bral.
he would go somewhere other than Bral. Then we know he has a second hideout or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah. But
or at least for a day.
If we were to fly a loose circle around Bral, would that help us?
I mean, you could have your ship orbit Bral outside the air envelope, and that would verify that he's on Bral, but that's about it.
Yeah, and I don't think we want to.
Go on.
I don't think we want to tell our ship to carry on doing that because it might appear hostile. And presumably, like, people immediately close to Bral want to control the travel through space by ships. Well, if we wanted to stop our ship from coming in, I think we'd need to tell them to stay fairly far out from Bral. That wasn't in the way of navigation lanes, whatever that would be. That's obviously old school. And then we'd have to come in on little ship that we came in on before and dock that somewhere.
Question. The device becomes inert once it's powered down. Does that mean the helm has to be powered for at least a substantial amount of time other than changing helmsman?
Yeah, so like it maintains itself for like a couple rounds, enough time to get a new helmsman on in normal circumstances. If someone is off for longer than that, then yeah, that'll basically turn it off.
I mean, 500 isn't going to break the bank. I mean, we can even appeal Feldrick by buy one of his 500 gold piece gems that he has clearly so many of.
Okay, so here's the question. Do we want our ship to stay outside the Bral's air envelope so that people can contact our ship with telepathy or whatever and ask the crew, is he on Bral? Because that will be the reason to keep everyone off of Bral. Doing a circle while we're on the ship makes sense, yeah? Because then we know whether he's on Bral or not. Yeah. But
so,
like that, if we
first of all, let me just note that you're going to be getting back to Bral in the evening, past the time when he would have been teleporting back to his asteroid that you have now hopefully set up to not be hospitable to him anymore.
Yeah.
So if it is still indicating that he's on Bral at that point when you get back, then he may have another hideout somewhere, but he hasn't actively gone to it for the evening, kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, yeah. So it might be worth knowing that.
Do we come back in the morning? At least leave it overnight to see if he's staying on Bral at least.
I mean, you can hang out until middle of the night or something like that. Or I mean, if you want to like stay off the.
Oh, we just come in the morning because we presume at some point he has to sleep, presumably. So, well, he would choose to sleep. That would at least tell us if he's got another base outside of Bral, and we just have to go from there.
Well, it would only tell you that he's not actively using a.
Yeah, I mean that's better than what we currently know.
That does sound like a good idea. Although it would mean we lose the ability to go
We're
to
gonna get-
people and ask questions, but we presumably can't ask them questions at night anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We come back in the morning. I mean,
Okay.
we've got the whole day to do whatever we need
Alright.
to. So
Well, we
It's-
would be back, but you mean we don't dock?
yeah, we come back in the morning. Basically, yeah, we stay outside until the morning, or
Yeah.
what is the equivalent of Bral's morning, when we know
Yeah,
he would have normally have teleported away, but we're just
Yeah,
verifying that he isn't teleporting away, and that's all I wanted to know.
I think Braxon would say, given what you're saying, we'd have to make a big circle around Bral because the thing gives us a direction, right? So if the thing points towards Bral, he could be on an asteroid the other side of Bral. So we have to go around Bral, and then the arrow will keep pointing at Bral. We know he's on Bral.
Yeah, but you could do that like all night and then dock in the morning.
Yeah.
Is what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying we'd have to circle around Bral loosely, and we don't do it too close because if we do it too close, a ship's going to come out. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Anyone have any objections?
I'm asleep. I can't object.
You've been discussing this on the way back. I mean, like right away or something like that. That this is a group decision.
I've voiced my opinion, so it goes with a vote or what, unless Braxton decides to.
Right. So that's why I'm asking.
captain.
Does anyone object? Does anyone have any different ideas?
Nah,
Ockar, Finn?
I'm fine with it.
Not really.
Nothing coming to mind for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you see what Ockar wrote, Old, by the way, in chat?
Did I? I did not. Hold on. I'm not. Oh. Roll20 chat. Sorry, that was hidden. Someone was over that. Pretty tier. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. I had something over that window. You do not get a response, Ockar.
Solas would also pray before going to sleep to Ogma about it.
Yeah. Braxton will pray as well.
Well, Finn will join in, although Obadhai isn't really known for planar travel.
Still a god, he knows more than mortals.
None of you get a specific response. Okay, so you get to rest. Back to Leva. You do occasionally see some other small objects, like a broken piece of armor, occasional stones, occasionally small creatures. The weirdest one you've seen has been something that looked kind of like a brain with a pseudopod coming off the bottom, and it did not react to you in any way as you passed it.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically gave it no thought.
Actually, she.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So you've been traveling for a number of hours, and you still haven't seen a color pool yet.
Phew. So she is, since she's here, she's fond of unpredictable things. Otherwise, she wouldn't be a wild mage. Could she could just provoke a wild surge with Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of let's see what the consequences are.
You do still have to try to cast a spell, though.
So she could, let's see. Well, let's take one she didn't actually memorize.
I mean, you could try to cast Sending.
Oh, that's an idea. All right, she will try and cast Sending.
Okay. Who are you going to
With-
try to send to if it works?
She is going to send to... I guess she's going to send to Braxon.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to send to Braxon.
All right.
And she's going to send help. I'm lost. No, that she's not going to send that. If it works, which in some ways she hopes not, then she'll say, I'm on the astral plane. How would I get back?
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Wait.
Mhm.
Correction. She's going to send it to Solas
Okay.
because he's the one who most likely would know what how she could get back.
Okay. All right. So, you cast Nahal's Reckless Dweomer to try and get ascending, and what is the modifier to the Wild Surge that I have given you? It should be a calculation on your character sheet somewhere.
On my character sheet.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that now. What would it be called?
I don't know. I mean, it would be in one of the notes fields.
Oh, that's to learn spells, not to. It's been such a long time that I actually cast that.
All right. Actually, I do not see it. All right. Hold on.
But I did write down something. Where would that be? No.
Yeah, it
Gosh, it's
is
been
your
such a
level, but I
long
had
time.
something additional, and I'm forgetting what I had because I wanted it to be more useful to you, and yet you still haven't cast it.
Oh, if I was a Mage, I'd be casting all the time because
I
it's
know.
just fun.
I know.
If I was a wild mage, I would be casting it almost all the time.
Yeah, I'd be like, fireball, fireball. Come on, give me a fireball.
Yeah,
that
it was
works.
half your wisdom. So it's your level and half your wisdom. That's what it is.
So, let me see. I didn't even know my wisdom.
Half your wisdom rounded down if it's an odd number.
Haven't you got 16?
14,
wisdom?
14.
Oh.
14, so level 12 plus 7.
All right, so plus 19.
What's that? I don't even know what I need to roll.
No, I
just to
roll.
say.
I roll.
Okay.
What she need? She can use a reroll, can't she, if she wanted?
You can use a reroll if you want, yeah.
I think it's a D100.
No,
for
yeah,
the
I'm rolling. I
Wild
gotta
Surge.
look at the list though.
Yeah, okay. Get that. Let's take a reroll.
Okay.
Isn't the what she's trying to get is something that allows this spell to work normally and not an alternative effect?
Yes, but I will allow this to be like the most beneficial. And if one of them were gets sent back to your prime material plane location, then yes, that would be the most beneficial result, even if it's not the highest. All right.
Oh, if target and user swap places, you're gonna shunt Solas back.
Oh god, that would be so good.
Yeah, because
That'd be so good.
Because Leva's now chaotic neutral, she could be selfish like that.
That would be so good. All right. Okay.
Well, aside from that, or are you calculating?
Okay. I have it. Sending does not get cast, and you are not returned in some manner to the prime material plane.
Oh, what a pity.
You're gonna have to wait and find out what the effect is, though.
Okay. All right. It's not even a level 2 spell.
I'm just saying that the result of that is not obvious yet.
Okay. Now, not quite understanding 100% the Wand of Wonder. Could she use the Wand of Wonder and cast the spell again?
Yes. Let me see.
Well, you can just choose what.
I think it's I think you have a 50% chance or something. Let me.
And how many charges does that use?
I believe it's one charge per spell level.
Okay.
Give me a second.
That's good.
Yep. All right. So you have a 50% chance to have it perform what you want. So you've already used one reroll.
I've got 3 more.
Yeah. Yes. Do you want to reroll for
said,
the 50%?
Nah, for the 50%, no.
Okay.
The Wand of Wonder has, let me see, 12 charges. At least that's what I wrote down for it.
All right. So to use this, it would be 5 charges to cast a 5th level spell, Sending.
Yeah, but I don't want to cast this. I want to cast. Where are we? I want to cast Nahal's Reckless Duum again because I want to use that to then cast the Sending, in the hope that I'll get a wild surge that might actually get me back to the plane, to the plane.
That's 2 random chances. All right.
Keep in mind that the Nahal's Reckless
I'm not saying no.
Nahal's Reckless Duomer would be cast by the wand, meaning that your level would not be applied. It would be a +6, and the wand has no wisdom, so it would just be a flat +6 to the Nahal's
Would this
Reckless
mean
Duomer.
Would this mean that the wand would be teleported back, leave leather behind?
We'll have to see what we get. All right, so you are. Let me go ahead and get to the wand.
But that's one charge because Nahal's Reckless Duum is okay.
All right. High or low on the 50%?
High.
Okay. You do succeed in controlling the magic from the Wand of Wonder.
Wow.
And you're trying to cast Sending again, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, first I'm trying. Yeah, okay.
And you're trying to send to Solas, correct?
Solas. Correct.
Hey, Solas, question.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of things like arms, legs, ears, nose, wings, what's your favorite? Just pick one.
I love the way leather can affect.
Hurry up, pick one. Pick one, or I'll pick it for you.
Let's
you
go
want to
with.
lose?
Don't try to.
The hesitation.
No influence. No influence. Hurry up, pick it, or I'll pick it.
Let's go with legs.
Okay. You're asleep right now. Well, no, wait.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you were sleeping on the. No, you were searching the library on the trip back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, while searching, you find yourself off balance. You fall to the ground. There's a tearing sound, because you have just grown a third leg.
Okay.
Solas screams in shock.
Braxon would have noticed that then.
Screams.
So, and
That'd
Solas,
probably
when
wake
you
us, wouldn't it?
scream, it is not your normal scream. It is actually Leva's scream that everyone will hear.
Oh, I think he might realise what just happened.
I'll come run in immediately and see what's going on.
Yeah, would we be woken up if he screamed in shock?
Not those more than one deck away.
I'm
Yeah,
one deck away.
Braxon was helping look through the book, so he'd be like, "Has Leva merged with you, Solas?"
Solas would be still screaming.
Braxon's
Just
going
so
to
you
go.
know, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but suddenly having a third leg grow on you would be so weird that Solas would be in panic that what is happening.
Yeah.
Braxon's going to say, "Calm down, Solas. Leva, are you in there?"
Are you like opening his mouth and saying, "Leva, are you in there?" Because that's just what I pictured.
Yeah.
Wait, is it another one of Solas's legs or is it Leva's leg?
It's
Brax-
well,
Solas has become a tripod.
Solas. I guess so. It wouldn't gain a new shoe or anything, so it's definitely a man's leg. It's not a woman's leg.
Okay.
So Solas, Braxon's going to say to Solas, "Try to calm down. This is Leva trying to communicate with us. I think. Leva, can you hear us?"
And by the way, Leva, no, you can't hear anything. You as far as you know, nothing has happened. The spells, they worked, but you don't know what the effects are.
Yeah. So
Okay.
who had? I'm trying to remember who had invisibility items for seeing things. I think that might have been
Solas.
spells. Yeah,
Solas has the rod.
Right, Solas. Try to have a look around, see if you can see any invisible things.
Yeah, Solas is still in shock.
All right, if he's continuing to scream, I'm going to go in a hybrid at this point.
Right. What
That's
can
like,
Braxton
some of
do?
us are trying to. Oh, what the?
He's grown another leg and he's screaming like Leva. I think she's tried to get back and she's changed him somehow. I think he's going to change back.
Oh, I think Lava's spell she might have been sending to him, but it backfired and
Yeah,
Solas now
unfortunately,
has an extra limb. Does it work?
Unfortunately, he's just screaming, so I can't tell if there's a message from him.
I would think you would notice that it's not just screaming, that he's also in complete panic mode.
Hang on,
And
Solas, stay there.
literally screaming like a girl.
I'm going to cast a spell magic on him. Let's see if I can dispel it.
Okay. All right.
Hashtag dispel.
And this is when you dispel all of Solas.
No, I know what the effect that I'm trying to dispel
He's
is.
trying to specifically dispel the leg. Nope.
Not what I'm.
If someone comes and wakes up Finn, I can at least try to brew him a tea to calm him down.
Yeah.
You're on the same level as me. You're just, yeah, you'd be woken up. You're on the same level as me.
Yeah, but
we're not one deck away from him.
Right, you were 2 levels away.
Oh, then I wouldn't be awake.
He was in the library.
I think
what
crew would have come to get you guys because one of the officers
Yeah,
is
this-
screaming, and I think some crew would have gone and banged on your doors and been like, "Hey, something's going on." Kind of
All
thing.
right.
So Finn, recognizing the state that he's in, would try to brew some kind of herbal tea to, as a mild sedative to calm him down.
Okay.
Lafdul's like, I've got a stronger sedative, but I have to shoot him with an arrow. I can heal him afterwards, see? It would knock him out.
So, Solas, would you be after like 5 minutes of the however long it would take to brew the tea? Would you be like not necessarily calmed down, but calm enough to drink a cup of tea handed to you?
I think at that point he might have been so stressed and panicked with screaming all the time that he would have lightly passed out.
Passed away.
Passed away.
Passed out.
Oh.
Passed
That's a
out.
bit extreme.
Okay,
Passed
that's
away.
how he died.
That's not quite
Screamed
the same
yourself
thing.
to die.
Passed out.
All right. So in that case, Finn, you'd get to him and he'd have fainted from the panic. You could try to wake him up and give him the tea.
I'm going to do a
Yeah,
healing
I will.
proficiency check. Wait. Let me do a healing proficiency check. I want to check him over, see if it is actually causing him any pain or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea while he's not stressed. He's
I mean,
Roll a check.
yeah. Success.
You're not noticing any harm. Like it doesn't.
Should I combine that with spellcraft?
No, because this is physical.
silly
Alright.
question, but does either of you have a spell that would stop someone being scared by dragons and stuff that might work on this?
Yeah, well, I resist fear or emotion control, sure, but I don't have them memorized.
Right. Okay. Well.
So
that's
like
why I tried dispelling it.
you can tell from the healing check that this is not like it's
Life
emotional
threatening.
stress, not physical stress that he's now under.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you would be also quite shocked if suddenly you grew a third leg.
I just think it's my god playing a cruel trick on me.
I mean, and
Punishment
it might be
is-
your god playing a trick on your friend.
Some of us have had edible leaves grow on us.
Yeah, and Higamus trimmed them.
Yeah.
And there was a whole debate on whether or not
but,
that was being carnivore or not. Carnivorous.
Mm-hmm.
So if Finn woke you up, Solas, would you be able to drink that tea and calm down?
I think at that point he might have calmed a bit.
Okay.
We like put a cloak over his third leg or something so he doesn't see it immediately.
Probably a good idea.
All right. So you
So at
wake
least
up
he has a
and
few
take
seconds.
the tea and calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you react then?
Still in panic, but
I tried to reassure him with my healing check.
calmed a bit with the tea and basically, how do I get it off of me?
Try
I mean-
dispelling it.
I mean, I'm
I don't
Pretty
have
sh-
dispel magic memorized.
Oh.
Don't worry, we
Aye.
can fix
So-
it. We can fix it.
I'm pretty sure we have a handsaw somewhere around here.
And when you say how do I get it off of me, you sound exactly like Leva.
Oh.
Huh.
That was definitely Leva's influence. She
So
probably
she's-
tried. She was casting Ascending. And
Maybe-
we know her magic does something weird
You
to
don't
the
know that she
target
was trying to
sometimes.
cast Ascending.
Maybe she swapped voices with Solas.
We've
and-
seen Leva.
You don't know that
cast a
she was
spell.
trying to cast Ascending. You don't know. You have no idea what's going on with Leva at all.
I think she was trying to cast a spell to reach out
Yeah,
to
that's
Solas, but
that seems pretty
it
obvious.
It doesn't have. I don't think it might not have been exactly sending, but I think she was trying to reach out for Solas and Well, Leva's gonna Leva.
Okay, so the spell should probably end at some point. We're not going to try sawing off the other leg in case it's Leva's leg has come over here temporarily.
It's a man's leg.
It's a man's leg.
Yeah, but she might currently have one leg, while Solas has 3 legs.
True.
Hey, let's write a message on the extra leg, in case the message goes back to Leva when the leg goes away.
Do we have any messages that could even help her?
Well, we can tell her we're headed back to Bral.
I mean,
I
in
can get-
theory, if that were to work, you might as well give her an item to send her back, but
Well, how are you going to do that? You'd have
attach it to the leg. It's like you writing a message on the leg. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I suppose so. I suppose so. Yeah, that's true.
But I don't have anything, so yeah.
Okay, so anyone else have anything that they want to try, or Solas, do you want to like get into bed and go to sleep and hope that it's not there in the morning, kind of thing, or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's gonna. He...
Well, does
And
anyone else?
pray to Ogma that it's not there in the morning.
Does anyone else have anything else that they want to try before he goes to sleep? Then
I don't have any more dispel magics. I got nothing.
Yeah, Finn didn't have one memorized because he used all his 3rd level slots for the spells we needed on the asteroid. So
Right. Solas, while you're speaking in Leva's voice, maybe does that allow you to communicate with her?
Doesn't seem like it.
I mean, you could like concentrate and try and see if you have some sort of connection with her.
Well, I'll try, but I doubt it.
And in
Okay,
fact, that is the case. You do not.
Mm-hmm.
You're just starting the conversation off with throwing insults at her or something.
Okay. Well, maybe she gave you her voice for a reason. Maybe there's
It's Leva's last will and testament. You know, she's permanently left a mark on the company. Solas's voice.
maybe Solas, if you talk to Talax in Leva's voice, it has an ability to bring her back.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you command Talix now that you have her voice? Curiosity.
Talux is Levas and Solas is not interested in trying to usurp the...
No. I'm not talking about usurping control. Maybe she sent you her voice so that you can ask Talax to rescue her.
I
mean,
have a feeling I have a feeling this wasn't intentional.
Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe not.
I haven't heard golems ever having abilities like that.
Well, you're not going to have this voice forever. It's only going to be for a while.
And how many golems do you actually know about?
Yeah, it's worth a go.
Solas is if someone brings Talux to Solas, perhaps, but Solas is not going to be
library,
walking in with 3 legs.
Yeah,
you were in the library. Talix is in the library or in Leva's room. I don't know which.
Know? Did you bring him back?
Yeah, we brought him back. We wouldn't.
Oh,
yeah, you would have
we?
brought him back.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I did forget that he was down on the surface, but.
Oh, actually, how does Talix react to when Leva's not back? He would have communicated with us, I'm sure.
If he reacted in any particular way, he gave no sign of it. When you told him, "Hey, we're leaving. We're getting, we're back on the ship." He would have come back with you. If you said she'll be rejoining us when she can or something like that, then he would come back with you.
Would Talix be in the library or would Talix have stayed up on the top deck or something?
Leva, when he's not doing anything, do you have him stay in your room or in the library or somewhere else?
In the library.
All right, then he'd be in the library.
Okay. In the library.
Yeah, well, in that case, Braxon would talk to Talix and say, "Talix, Leva's in trouble. She seems to have sent her voice to Solas. Is there any way you can home in on her voice and find where she is? She seems to be in the astral plane.
And Talix does not react to you in any way.
Can you ask Talix that, please?
Well, Solas asks, but after that, Solas is definitely going to pray to go to his room and pray to
Well, it would only
Ogma
take a
before
moment for
going
him to
sleep.
react to your question. So,
Mhm.
So upon you asking that, he would turn to you and say, "You are not Leva."
Mhm.
And that's it.
Oh, okay.
Does Lava have Solas's voice right now?
You have no
we
idea.
don't know. We'll
Oh.
find out later.
Oh, yeah, we don't know, but
Yeah, you don't know.
Auld knows.
And at this point, Solas would, like I said, go tell the rest of the group that this has taken quite a toll on him, and he is going to pray to Ogma and then sleep.
Okay.
Does he normally pray kneeling down?
He can pray in any way he wants.
Okay.
Lafdul's definitely going to be praying to. Even though I already prayed, he's going to be trying to relay what today's events to Erevan, so it might amuse him enough to get his attention.
Yeah, it might. So, Braxon, are you going to continue to look through books in the library? Because this happened before you got back to Bral.
Yeah.
Like about 2 hours before you got back, kind of thing.
Braxon would have for a while if Solas actually had a decent plan before he lost the plot. But then he would be I think he'd be supervising circling Bral because he's got to have a rest as well, and then he'd be wanting to supervise going around Bral.
Okay. And Solas gets another reroll. Thanks, Varl B. Gem.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so back to Leva on the astral plane. So your use of Nahal's Reckless Dweomer and then using your Wand of Wonder to try and evoke a sending. Neither of them worked the way that you expected, and you're not exactly sure what happened. But there wasn't any like explosion in your face. Magic happened, and the effects are not visible to you.
Oh, well, she says, oh, gosh, I'm happy. It's at least nothing happened to me.
So you're speaking to yourself?
Yes.
Out loud? Okay. Yeah, you hear Solas's voice saying those words.
Oops, she says. Oh, my God. She says, oh, I think something did happen. I hope it's only the voice. So much for that. She will try. She actually has an idea now.
All
right. She will cast the Invisible Stalker, and she will want him to take her to the nearest pool.
Okay.
That is a spell that she's memorized, so.
All right, give me a second.
Just from the question Braxon put into the comments, she has still 2 legs, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would have mentioned if you had noticed one of your legs go away. Okay, so
I was more wondering if she somehow grew a third.
So Leva, you cast the Invisible Stalker spell, and it fails.
Mm-hmm. It fails.
Yeah, you go through the proper motions, and the magic does not work.
I guess
nothing appears.
She lost the spell, right?
Yes, because you cast it.
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
She says. That's interesting. Hmm. So what's she gonna do? She will, since she's walked away, does she get thirsty or hungry or tired?
You haven't yet.
I mean, she's been on, not yet.
It's only been about 5 hours
It has
now.
been a few hours.
It's been about 5 hours now.
Okay. So seeing her, knowing the sending didn't work, and knowing that she probably either she did something to Solas or something happened, she doesn't want to send anything to Solas anymore. But she will try this again, the same thing with the Wand of Wonder, one more with the Duomer, Reckless Duomer, and try another sending. This time, I think she's going to send it to Finn.
All right. Just one roll, no rerolls?
No rerolls.
She's sending Finn an extra leg this time.
It's a great way
Okay.
of sabotaging the party from another dimension.
All right. You do not notice any effect other than your eyes kind of feel a little bit different.
Oh. Right, now she opens her bag to get out the mirror. A mirror.
Your bag doesn't
to
open.
look. She goes, I see.
You truly are the pickle.
Now, you do notice as you are fumbling with the bag that you can kind of see through the bag.
She can see through the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Can she grip anything through the part of the bag?
No, you
where
can't
she
see
can
into
through?
it, you can see through it. So you can see what's behind the bag.
Oh. Now she's getting worried. However, she can't change anything. She's persistent. She's going to try it again.
Okay.
We have used 2 charges of the Wand of Wonder. She's going to try another one. But this time with a reroll? Yes, this time with a reroll.
All right. All right, so that is going to be that or... And you were trying to cast a Ascending to...
To Finn.
Finn, okay. And if that works, what are you saying to Finn?
Oh, same as what I would have said to Solas, which is, I'm caught in astral plane. How can I get out?
Okay. So you cast the spell, and suddenly an ear-piercing shriek comes forth from all around you. And Finn, after having given Solas the tea and going back to your room, would you have been like planning to get back into bed? Oh, he stepped away. Give him a moment to see if he can come back. So, Leva, you do detect that your the sending does work, but it is shrieking all around you. Like a very, very loud, ear-piercing shriek. Not enough to, like, injure you, but it's not pleasant.
He just writes something. He can't walk, but he says yes, he would have.
Okay. So, Finn, you would get the message that Leva said about being stuck on the astral plane and asking if you had any ideas for help. But you would also be, your room would also be filled up with the sound of this piercing shriek as well. Sending allows you to send a message back, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Finn, you would also know that you can send a message back to her while the shriek is going on. And that is causing the crew to come and see what's wrong in your...
Yeah, Lafdul's like, can I please get to sleep?
Does the shrieking sound like Solas shrieking in Leva's voice?
No. It is not a human voice shriek. It is more like a whistling shriek.
Lafdul's...
Interrupt. She will probably add something like tried with Solas before didn't work.
Okay, that's fine. Because you would have had 25 words, so that's fine. So yes, Lafdul, you would be hearing that through the ship walls and stuff. All right, so Leva, you would get a message back. We are returning to Bral to try and find a way to get you back. Solas has 3 legs now.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, she will break into laughter, but he can't hear that anymore.
And once you send that message, Finn, the shrieking stops, and once you receive it, Leva, the shrieking stops.
Whew, okay.
However...
Lafdul gets scared. He hopes she doesn't try and cast a spell on him. Say, please don't cast on me. Please don't cast on me. Say, Erevan, protect me from her.
I'm so glad Leva said, I'm going to send a message to Braxon. No, I'll send it to Solas.
Wait, you don't want 3 legs? Think of how useful that would be. And in a totally not useful way.
Yeah, Braxon will be like, okay, I've got 3 legs. What can I do with 3 legs? I'm not going to have them for long. He's like, can I dance?
So, Leva, now that the shrieking has stopped, what do you plan to do?
She can't open her bag. She could not call for the stalker. Tayan is actually with the others because he couldn't come with because of the etherealness.
Yeah.
She cannot teleport back. She would have a teleport, but she cannot teleport back. Can she? I'm a bit unclear about that. As a wild mage, she can concentrate on certain things. Is that correct?
Magic items that have random effects, you can try to control them, if that's what you mean.
Can she control? Try this way to control the rope.
No, your ability only applies to random items with random effects.
Oh, okay. No, the rope is not random. So, as far as I can tell, all I see that she could do would be to keep on looking for a pole. And at some point, maybe sleep.
You're not tired yet.
Stuff is in there.
So, I mean, if you get tired, then
yeah, I said certainly. At some point.
All right, so you want to get going trying to find a pool again?
Yes.
Okay.
She
As
does, however,
you
leave this.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
She leaves the stone behind now. It's getting ridiculous.
Okay. You do notice that you can see through the stone if you concentrate.
Oh. Can she concentrate and see through where she is?
No. You could just see
Can
like
she?
through it as if it was as if it were like insubstantial or translucent kind of thing.
Can she actually see through herself?
Yes, if you hold up your hand and concentrate on that, you can see through it.
Does it change depending on how she concentrates? If she concentrates on making herself be fainter, will it go fainter?
No.
So it's consistent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't concentrate, then you can't see through it.
Mm-hmm. Let me digest that for a bit. While I'm doing that, she will keep on walking.
Okay.
And she sees the stone go past as she walks away, right?
As you travel away, because you're not walking. There's nothing to walk
as
on.
she travels.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, as you are about to get going, two creatures start to approach you from different directions.
Oops.
You didn't see them like by the time you actually saw them, they kind of like almost as if they like came out of mist, kind of like. You didn't see them as little tiny objects and then get closer. It was just like all of a sudden they're visual, they're visible. Not like right on you, but a few hundred yards away, kind of thing. One of them is about a 6 foot tall human-like figure with great big white wings sprouting from his back. He's wearing a gleaming iron breastplate and an iron collar. And the other creature is a small winged animal of some sort. Reminds you a little bit of some creatures that you've seen, some humanoid creatures you've seen on Bral, but it's not a humanoid, and they didn't have wings on Bral. It has a long, kind of serpentine nose and a pair of tusks, and realize that it's kind of like a creature that you've heard of, but never actually seen, an elephant. But it's only about 2 feet tall. And they're approaching you cautiously. Both of them. They haven't spoken.
They're approaching me cautiously. Do they look like they're attacking?
No, they do not have like the small elephant creature doesn't have any hands to do anything to you. Like he's not holding anything, so he doesn't have any hands. The humanoid, however, does have a silver sword, but it is sheathed, and he is holding a golden trumpet.
That looks like description of an angel. Okay.
You would say that it is dazzlingly beautiful.
The one is smaller than Leva and the other one is taller than Leva, correct?
Yes, because the humanoid is about 6 feet tall.
Okay. So she slowly, also very cautiously approaches them.
So you're going to start, like, they're coming from different directions, like maybe 90 degrees apart.
Well,
You're
in
not
that case,
sure if
she
they've
just
you're not
stands there.
sure if they've noticed each other yet.
Oh. Nah, she's gonna stand there and wait. So she stops and waits.
All right, you're not gonna like. Are you like being defensive? Are you suspicious? Are you worried? Like, how are you treating the situation?
As you described them, she doesn't see a reason to be really worried, but I assume that they've seen her, even if they haven't seen each other.
Yes, they have
Correct?
both seen you. They're approaching you, and you can conclude that they heard the sound of that shrieking.
Okay. Yeah. So she'll be cautious. Can she ready a spell in case?
Like, you can plan to cast a spell if something happens, but it's not like readying a spell. No, there's no readying spells.
Okay. So she prepares to cast invisibility on herself.
Okay, but you're not saying anything to them.
Well, they're not close enough yet, aren't they?
It's 200 yards away, give or take.
She's if they look friendly, cautiously friendly, she would cautiously wave back at them.
They're definitely being cautious themselves, but what is your? Do you have a reaction adjustment for charisma?
Charisma. Where would I see that?
Top of the character sheet. Charisma.
Charisma. I see nothing there. 14.6 plus. Oh, here we go. +2.
+2 reaction adjustment?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's see. So as they get a look at you, they both, like the humanoid, kind of offers you a friendly smile, and the small furry elephant, there's just like a happiness in its eyes. It's not like moving in such a way as like it's not like charging you or anything like that. And the humanoid calls out to you in a deep voice and says, "Hail, traveler to the astral. Are you in need of assistance? You look like you're lost."
Leva says yes. Yes, I'm slightly lost. I
In
ended up in
Solas's
the
voice.
Yes, in Solas's voice.
Yes, I'm slightly lost. Don't mind my voice. That's it will get back to normal soon.
I detect some magic at work. So they're both approaching you, and then they seem to notice each other, and the humanoid smiles at the small elephant creature, and says, "Ah, it is good to see you again as well. Shall we help this lost soul?" And the small elephant creature kind of toots through its trunk, and the humanoid figure seems to be able to understand him perfectly. Gives a laugh and says, "Indeed, my friend. You continue on your journey, and I will assist this one. And the small golden-furred winged elephant creature does kind of like a twirl in the air and then zips away. Quite fast.
Oh,
The humanoid moves towards you and says, "Allow me to see if I can resolve this problem that you're having with your voice." And he chants the words of a spell and lays his hand on your shoulder. And you can feel the magic, whatever magic was affecting your voice. There's like a kind of a snapping sensation, and you like clear your throat, and it's your voice again.
oh, thank you very much. May I ask who you are? Your name or something?
Ah, indeed. My name is Seychelle.
Seychelle. My name is Leva. Levalithana, or but Leva for short.
I take it that you are lost here. Did you not come here of your own volition?
No, I tried to dimension door out of a place, and I ended up in a wall, and it threw me into the astral plane.
It is lucky that you have not encountered one of the many dangers throughout this plane. Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from what's the plane? Material plane.
The prime material.
Well,
Prime
yes,
material.
yes, I know that you are one of the primes. I meant, where on the prime material plane are you from? I can help you get home.
Well, I'm based in Bral, but anywhere there would be okay because I can teleport home.
Yes, yes, I can assist you. It will not be too much time out of my way. Come, take my hand, and I will guide you home.
Oh, thank you very much. She's still cautious a bit, but she takes his hand.
Okay. You now realize that upon now that he's gotten close to you, he's actually 7 feet tall, so even taller than Ockar. And he gently takes your hand in his, and his wings kind of give a flap, even though it's obviously not necessary. And you find the pair of you zooming off through the silveriness of the void. And he says to you, "It will take us a few hours to get there. I apologize that it cannot be faster, but I will get you to the nearest place I can."
Thank you very much. I mean, it doesn't matter if it takes a few hours. It already took a few hours to get where I was.
I understand, yes.
I did try to use my robe. You know, it's a robe of of stars, and it actually was meant to be able to get me back into the prime material plane, but it didn't do it.
No, I've seen a number of your kind think that it will do so, and such items do not.
Oh,
It is a common misconception. So the trip is going to take some time. He will through it he will politely talk to you and like ask you non-prying friendly questions about yourself and your adventures, and you would realize after a time that he's both friendly and interested, but also trying to be reassuring and, you know, ensure that you're not panicking or anything like that. But the trip will take some time. In the meantime... Oh, go ahead.
Lara will certainly ask him all the questions about the astral plane and how it works and what why she didn't see any pools and all sorts of things.
He will give you some pointers, but we will get to those pointers for you when we come back from our break, because it is about time for us to go on that. In the meantime, Solas, when you wake up, your voice will be back to normal, but unless someone else does something with the leg, your leg will not be. So, for now, you will wake up and your voice is back to normal, at least.
Okay, so Solas is only slightly less shocked.
Well, hopefully a
Solas.
good night's sleep will have resolved some of the shock and allowed you to focus on it a little bit more clear-headedly. But we'll see how that goes after the break. Good time to stretch your legs, get something to eat or drink, and
That's rubbing it in.
we'll see what the party can do about that extraneous leg in about 10 minutes, everyone.
Okay.
So, see you shortly.
See ya.
See you on the other side.
I'll be right back.
See you then.